A Japanese soldier climbed up and dragged my mother out. When he dragged her, he snatched my 1-year-old sister. He bludgeoned her to death with his gun.
This is the video testimony of Xia Shuqin, one of the few remaining survivors who remembers the horrors of the Nanjing Massacre. Every year, a ceremony is held in Nanjing to commemorate what happened there during a 6-week period in 1937. The University of Southern California Showa Foundation's Karen Jungblucht attended and shot video at this year's ceremony.
Japanese forces engaged in a wide-range massacre of murdering over 300,000, mostly civilians and armed soldiers within the capital in a very almost systematic way.
Some of the survivors participating in the Video History Project want the world to know what they experienced. 88-year-old Yang Cui-ying agreed to share her memories.
My father was holding my 2-year-old little brother. I kneeled and begged the Japanese not to kill my father.
She says the Japanese killed her father, her 2-year-old brother, and 2 other relatives. Lu Yanming, a researcher for the Nanjing Massacre Memorial Hall, conducted this interview and 11 others. He spoke to VOA in a Skype interview.
It's also a very traumatic experience for me to learn from the history of Nanjing Massacre.
Lu says the goal is to collect at least 50 testimonies to not only find the truth about what happened, but also to pay tribute to the victims and survivors.
We are losing our survivors day by day. They are old, in a very old age. That's also the biggest challenge.
The USC Showa Foundation has experience collecting such accounts. The organization says it has collected nearly 52,000 testimonies from survivors of atrocities and genocides from around the world. The foundation is working with the Nanjing Massacre Memorial Hall on the project. Karen Jungblucht says the video testimonies will add broader historical perspective.
What the museum has done in the past was focusing on the actual events, and the interviews pertain to the actual events. Our methodology that we brought to the table is also to think about the life before the events started.
And to find out what it's like to live with the experience afterwards. Lu Yanming says the survivors he spoke with held no hatred toward the Japanese.
They want to cherish the peace between the two peoples and hope the tragedy would never happen again.
Researchers say they hope the Nanjing Massacre testimonies will help them understand what can be done to prevent future mass killings. Elizabeth Lee for VOA News, Los Angeles.